So in the illScarlett lore, there's kind of two big breaking points for you guys becoming successful. So the second breaking point, the second big breakthrough is getting all that radio play with heaters while you're still independent. And then a little bit earlier than that, back in 2004, I've heard about this Vans Warp Tour that, you guys aren't on the bill. You show up with a generator, you're playing outside of the venue for, an hour and a half to all the people waiting to get in. And that catches the attention of different people. How true is that story? And how important is that leading up to then getting airplay and more buzz after that?
So yeah, that's exactly how it happened. We were gonna sneak in. No, sorry. There was a rumor that people we used to go up to Molson Park the night before and set up like this crazy tailgate party. So everyone's partying all night, blah blah blah, and drinking until the gates open, and then the party continues inside. So we're like, well, shit. How about we get all our gear, set up our get a generator, set up and entertain these people. These were good people they come from all over the place for the show. So this would be a nice way to like just open up the audience and potentially
you booked yourselves into the Warp Tour. I like it.
Yeah, gain some new fans. But when we got there, it was freezing that night, and there was literally no tailgate at all. It was our van, and there was maybe one other van. I was like, what the hell is this? So we have all the stuff. We're prepared to do, to get in there. And then one of our buddies had a contact with somebody and said, well, guys, like in the morning, they set up the shop, and if you could get into like the production, you could always just try to pitch. Like, we have our equipment, we've heard you guys sometimes put local bands on side stages if there's a slot, and then we get there, I go in there and try to plead, basically give them that spiel. And the lady looked at me like I've been, I had like a third head or something. And she's just like, no, that does not happen. And how'd you even get in here? I'm like, okay, gotta go.
Okay, bye.
So see you later. So I left that office defeated. I'm just like, what the hell? This whole I slept on a friggin' on my drum kit last night. So uncomfortable for this. Like, nothing. This is such a bummer. And then one of our buddies from Streetsville buddies, I think it was Miguel or something. He's like, well, guys, who cares? Look at this. You have all your gear. We have the generator. Look at this. There's like 20,000 people are going to come through this specific spot. There's only one way to get into Warped Tour. Just friggin' set up here on the corner and just fuck it, jam. You know what? Okay, well, let's just do that. At the very least, we'll play. Someone will hear us, and if they don't, whatever, get a good jam out of it. Get some. Neil was there with a camera. We'll get some footage. Just whatever.
Were you nervous about like security or if it's illegal or something weird?
Well, we cased the joint for where the security was, and we kind of set our van up in a way where their focal point was just obstructed by the van, and we kind of set up in this way, just so they can't see us. We figured, well, we'll set up, we'll probably get shut down within 2 songs, but whatever, at least get the footage. And if maybe who knows, even a confrontation with security, like an old skate videos could be funny. So just be filming the whole time. And that footage is actually on YouTube. Neil put it up. It's pretty fun to watch that too. But so yeah, we started playing, and people were walking by, and some people recognize, oh my God, so Scarlett, blah blah blah, cool. And then we're playing, and one of the chicks that was with us, she got called to the fence. So she goes over and she's talking to I guess authority of some sort. Then she comes back and we're playing, and she's like, yeah, apparently we got to go talk to that guy over there, but apparently they might want you guys to play play the barbecue tonight? And, you know, we heard that. We're like, what? The barbecue? That's like the holy grail. It's almost more important than playing.
That's the inner circle. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, and we had a show that night in Streetsville at like the Cock and Pheasant. And Will was right away, well, we can't do it. We can't, like, I mean, we can't play barbecue. We have a show booked at the Cock and Pheasant. I'm like, Will, call them right now and tell them we will not be playing because we are going to be playing at the Warped Tour for every friggin' band alive that we've listened to. Like, are you nuts? You know, just like, but I will being, he was being more rational and professional. We can't just say no to a gig. I'm like, I get that, but I understand, like, this is a once in a lifetime. Like, we can't, we're not doing it. So that's,
and this barbecue, for those that don't know, is run by like the founder of Warped Tour, right? Is it Kevin Lyman?
Kevin Lyman, yeah. So Kevin, well, we didn't actually meet Kevin right away. We met Mitch, the head of security. And so he's the one that escorted us. And I'm like, when I see this guy, Mitch, I'm like, dude, I know this guy. And it's like, he was head of security for Sublime, the original Sublime, when they were touring. And I remember him because Alex and I have like this old video, like a 2-hour video documentary kind of thing of their band history. And he's in there being interviewed. Or like, oh my God, this is like, for us being such like Sublime nerds, it was just, it was a pretty impressive and just special moment because we're literally talking to the guy that like
he probably felt good that someone recognized him because he's not technically a celebrity, but for someone to know him would be a big deal.
And then when he went up to, when we're talking to him after, we ended up developing a relationship with him. So he'd always remember us every year at the following years when we were on the tour. But yeah, when he was on the CB with Kevin, he's like, the back and forth was like, yeah, so who is this? It's a band. He's like, yeah, they're pretty good, man. They sound like the boys, referring to as a Sublime. And he's going back and forth like, yeah, well, are they good? Are they good? Yeah, I'm telling you, they're actually pretty good. Get them. Okay, well, let's get them inside. We'll get them to see if they want to play the barbecue tonight. And like, fuck yes. Like, this is
best case scenario. Like, it can't go any better than this.
No, you can't plan it like that.
You pictured maybe jail time, and then you end up at this barbecue. You know,
that's exactly. We're gonna be accosted by friggin' a bunch of security, and it was not that. It was just turned out to be the best night. And yeah, so we got brought in. Everybody got the passes, and even then, this was pre. Like to me, I've never had a backstage pass at this point. So to have like the backstage all access to Warped Tour was just like, this is so friggin' cool. All my friends are taken care of. Everybody's stoked. So we go in there, we set up, and then, yeah, we just played as the show started finishing. Then, yeah, they started barbecuing, and then Kevin Lyman went on, and it's like, well, this is going to be entertainment for the night. illScarlett. Play what you guys got to play. And then we had a catalog. Luckily, we used to play so many covers and lots of like Sublime and reggae stuff that we had a bit of a catalog after all our music. But we played for honestly 3 hours to the point where we almost had to. We were considering playing what's it called? Playing songs twice because we were at this point we're running out. Like, we've played everything, and I'm like looking at Alex and do we have anything left, and literally had to tell Kevin, like, we're almost done here. We've played every single song we know, blah blah blah. And Kevin, by this point, he's tuned up. So he gets on the microphone. I love this band. You guys busy next summer? Well, because you're going to be busy on the whole Warped Tour. He just says it on the mic, and there's like, you have no effects there. All the local heroes. I don't know if Billy Talent was there, but I know Alexis on Fire was there, and all these and then just pretty much every band that was on that show. That's the place to go after you play. So yeah, he's saying all this stuff and just gassing us up like so much that I wish we had more footage of that part of it, because the camera died that we had, and it would have been amazing to just to get some of that experience and still have it.
If only everyone had iPhones back then, right?
Oh,
It would
buddy,
have been
yeah, that would
captured.
have been.
Yeah.
We would have 100% had so much of that. But that was a very special. That was a very special night, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was like attributed to like a huge turning point or a success, but it definitely opened up a bunch of crucial doors.
But you did end up playing the Warp Tour for the next few years, right? Like
Yeah,
he was
no, yeah.
good. He made good on that, you know?
No, he did. He gave me a contact, and I was very diligent about like hitting him up. And he even through around that time, he was starting a thing called Taste of Chaos for more like emo bands in the winter, and he ended up hooking us up with passes, so we'd go watch Deftones there and the Used and all that stuff. And that's actually where I met our manager, because he knew Kevin Lyman, so that was the connection there. It was all through Kevin Lyman. So yeah, no, Kevin played a huge part in our band's history, and he's a great guy that is good on his word, which is rare in this industry, to actually follow through. He always follows through, and genuine, good heart. So yeah, that was a blessed moment for us.
Man, you guys could have made a whole documentary just on that day, the day at the Warp Tour. That's
totally
crazy.
Could have, like no one having any idea, or just filming a little more, because there is good footage that what's his face, Neil got, but it's by the evening where the really good stuff went down, like the camera. I don't know if there was not enough tapes, or the camera was dead, or what it was, but we just didn't get the footage.
So you guys have that break with the Warp Tour. You then start getting radio play on the Edge. Things are starting to happen. As you're still independent, you get nominated for 2 Casby Awards. Like, how did it feel to hear your songs on the radio for the first time, and to get those 2 Casby Award nominations when you're still independent? Like, this must be a big thing for you at this point.
Yeah, I was working some pretty crappy job. Just where was it? At some warehouse, literally like sweeping floors and moving a forklift around or something. But I was like the bottom of the barrel job that just to get some extra dough. And I'm walking around, and some of the older guys there, listen to the Edge, and I'm walking by. I was like, oh, next we have illScarlett. It plays, and I'm like, dude, that's my song. That's my, like, yeah, okay, it's your song. Like you like the song, right? Like, no, that is my band. Like, and I'm like, look at my arm, illScarlett. Next time when they stop talking about the the song's over, listen to what they call the band. The song plays. And they're still not believing me. It's me. And it's like, yeah, and that's the new song from illScarlett, blah, blah, blah. And then look at me like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? Like what are you doing? And made me think, well, I need to make money. But you're on the radio.
The misconceptions about the music industry. Like, you must be a millionaire if your song's on the radio.
Exactly. But, I was just like, well, yeah, what am I doing here? Like, even if I'm broke, I can be doing more for the band to the point where I won't be broke, like where I rather be just getting by doing music than just getting by doing sweeping floors. Right. There's a way to do it. So like, it made me think, just, well, what can I do right now? And an idea popped in my head, and I was honestly 2 days later, I quit the job just because I was like, I need to be 100% into this. And it's going to be more useful or helpful to being successful. And it did. I quit. After I quit that, it was just like the focus went even further into what I need to be. So